Hello boys and girls.
As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe because viewership has gone off a cliff at the moment on the old YouTube algorithm, so if you like and subscribe it does help keep the videos in the public interest. So let's get into it. So first of all, I've set up the lovely Polish style town hall on the table today as a sort of backdrop to the second part of the vehicle exhibition. This time we're looking at vehicles from a little bit earlier, round about the 1930s to 1940s generally, and also most of these vehicles are a slightly larger scale than the 1960s ones that we looked at last time. Specifically, they're mostly 6 studs wide as opposed to the 4 and 5 stud vehicles that we looked at last time. As you can see, there's some really lovely colourful cars to look at. This one I got from YouTube video actually, from a video sort of doing a speed build, and it was originally made in black bricks, but I've done it in red to make it into this nice little red Corvette, and I put this young lady sitting at the steering wheel there, so she's just about to go off on a nice motor car ride. Next to that is a lovely sort of 1940s, early 50s style Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost, all done in white, so that would be quite useful for a wedding. Now, I got quite a few vehicles from Rebrickable where you can buy the instructions for between sort of $4 and $6 typically. This one's a lovely little 1940s Citroen car with the proper radiator grille there and a nice brown and black livery. Next to that is a car which was actually a gift with purchase, so this is an official Lego vehicle. I altered it slightly. I've made the front part of it yellow to sort of contrast with the nice black colour. Originally it was decked out as a taxi, but I've taken the taxi sign off the top and I'm just using it as a normal car, to be honest. Next to that is a lovely black sort of sedan car designed by Jaiwoo, who does quite a lot of stuff on the internet, including some lovely buildings. I've put a couple of gangsters with it because I thought it looked a bit like a sort of 1940s gangster car being done out all in black. This little blue sports car I designed myself, but it's kind of based on the red one, but as you can see there's a different engine grille there. On this red one we've got this lovely sort of 1930s Art Deco round radiator grille, whereas here I put a slightly more traditional one. I've also I've given it a little running board there because I quite like the idea of the running board on old-fashioned cars. Got a lovely red car here and then a similar one in blue, slightly different shape, but very charming sort of 1940s cars here. And then there's this lovely open top one again, which I got I think from Rebrickable. It's got a lovely lime green sort of decoration line along the top, and I've put a little character in it with his goggles there, about to go for a spin. Another Rebrickable one at the back. That's a lovely orange sort of Art Deco car with the back wheels kind of concealed under this big bumper at the back. I rather like that effect that was typical of the 1930s and 40s. Next to that there's this charming red sort of pickup truck, breakdown truck I guess you'd call it, with the sort of crane thing at the back there. Looks really nice. And finally, on the vehicle front, you can see these lovely 1940s Dennis fire engines, which are both entirely designed by me, which I'm very proud of. I put a nice brass cap on there for the sort of fuel filling cap, And as you can see, I've managed to get two firemen sitting side by side in there by positioning their arms very carefully and moving one of them one stud further forward than the other one. So I'm quite pleased with that, and exactly the same at the back there. This is a typical Dennis turntable ladder of the early 1950s, I guess, and we've put some nice greeblies on the side there, some little levers and buttons to press and to connect the hose pipes to. While we're at it, folks, as a quick break from the vehicle lineup, it's worth taking a look in detail at this beautiful town hall. Instructions available on a site called Bricative. I actually built my own version of it, and if you want to have a look inside I can show you some interior details, but notice on the back, the thing I like here, it says detailed on the back as what it is on the front, with these lovely baroque windows and flower boxes and decorated bits and bobs there. So let's have a look with the roof off. So I've not yet done any detailing on the very top floor, but there's space there to put some nice furniture and stuff, and I'll probably get round to that fairly soon. Now, if we take off the top section, I have done some interior work on this floor. So as you can see, there's a nice long table there with some dark green chairs for the city councillors to have a meeting, and then to the left hand side there's a sort of letter answering table and filing area with some letters on the table, as you can see. So that's for the town clerk to answer any correspondence that's required. There's a special black telephone there on that little table in case anyone needs to contact the councillors. And if we move over to the right hand side, there's a lovely red copy machine there with a sort of lime green kitchen setup, including sink and some little cupboards there in lime green, which could keep either kitchen cups and saucers, or maybe it's even some spare space for correspondence and official filing. And if we remove the final section, you can see the ground floor area here. We've got a couple of council officers working with members of the public, answering some queries here, maybe to do with their local tax bill or something like that, or a local council issue. We've got the grey telephone obviously, and a little computer to keep maybe council tax records or something like that. And underneath the staircase in the corner, you can't really see unfortunately, but there is a doorway there with a toilet and wash basin facility there for the members of staff. I've added these nicely uniformed soldiers on ceremonial guard duty outside the town hall here as well, and there's a couple of other figures. There's a sort of fountain and statue arrangement here, and we've got a couple of tourists taking photos and admiring the architecture, and there's also an official council sort of decorator there. He's got his paint roller and his bucket, and next to that we've got a busker playing a lute dressed as a medieval costume with some coins that people have thrown down for him. Well, that concludes part 2 of the vehicle display. I hope you enjoyed that, folks. So it's time to say live long and prosper, keep it real, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help the channel, and I'll see you all next time.